Good morning, everybody. I just want a quick thank you to everybody for coming along on all my adventures. And I hope when you see this old man getting out and having a good time, I hope there's something, if you got something in your head you've been wanting to do, I hope you don't procrastinate and put it off. I hope I give you the inspiration to get out and have some fun and do that thing you want to do. All right, let's get started right now on this week's updates. Hurricane Nicole passed several hundred miles to our west. It put a wind both ways as it went away, depending on which way it's swirling there, but it didn't do what I wanted it to do. We wanted it to come in there and actually just suck all the sand out. We got a lot of sand on our beaches, and it did not do it. We've had a lot of winds blowing in, and it's actually blown a lot of sand up toward the boardwalks, where some of the sand at some spots are all the way up to the boardwalk, where it's an 8-foot drop. You know, it's actually piled 8 feet of sand near the boardwalk. There are some areas, though, along the shoreline that it's kind of sloped down enough to the point way back in here you can get down to the low spots. Way up here, it's still so much sanded in, it's not much up there. But if you get down at the waterline, you can potentially get something down there. But you got to walk the beach, you got to hunt and find that low area. I talk about this all the time. You always want to keep your detector with the iron on, because most of the time when you're walking that shoreline edge, the iron will show up sometime before some of the other good stuff, but you'll start hearing tones. A lot of times it's iron, maybe tent stakes, coins, just some metal that's out there people have dropped or whatever. You start hearing that, and when you start hearing all that, then you got to separate the good stuff from the bad stuff. But you got to go down the beach and find that heavy spot. Me and John went out yesterday, and nothing on the whole beach but one area, probably 100-foot areas where we found what we found. We didn't get any gold number, we did a lot of coins, but we actually had a second spot at half a mile away, that one little small area, and that's the only place we got something. Between the two spots, nothing hardly, so you really got to hunt the beach hard to really find the good stuff. I got several videos coming out this week. One I'm going to show you real quick. First, I'll show you a picture of what my truck looks like when I go on a trip sometime. I had built one rack, and I used it some, but it just wasn't efficient. So I went and built another rack, and I got a whole video showing how I put it together all, but you can take a quick picture there. It's awesome. I love it, and I'll talk more about it in another video, but I tell you what, you got to keep your stuff organized a little bit, because you break stuff, throwing stuff on top, everything in the back of a vehicle, and also. Anyway, that'll be coming up on a future video. A couple days ago, went out, and we had an awesome time. We had me, John Boy, Bruce, and Daniel, another friend of mine that called me up, one of my subscribers. We went out, and I tell you what, Bruce got the find of the week for sure. A beautiful sword belt plate. I'll put a picture up there. Congratulations on that, Bruce. That's awesome. He didn't know what it was when he first dug it. He started posting, and everybody said, "Oh man, that's a cool find," and it is a cool find. Found it right in a front yard, so it wasn't in a field where a lot of times you find something fielded. The fertilizers and all the farmers spray on the fields actually have some chemicals in it that destroy a lot of the brass and stuff. So, but this was actually where that had not happened, so it was in beautiful shape. Awesome. In fact, we all found stuff. Everybody found silver, but the Gigmaster. I did not find any silver. I was hunting hard. I wanted to find just a barber dime or anything, but did not find anything. But everybody got silver. I did find some other stuff, Indian heads, and some other stuff. You'll see in the video when it comes out in a week or so. But we had a great time. Just awesome, just getting everybody out there together like that and hunting. It's just that's the treasure right there. Just getting out with your friends and having a great time. And when you find stuff, that's just a bonus. But we did do really well out there. I did good. Also, let's see, the Deus 2. I've been still kind of trying to learn the Deus 2. I tell you, I was like, oh, you think I know how to operate it by now, right? That's not the case. I'll get out there and have to go through and figure out, you know, two tones, your pitch, what sounds you want, square PWM. You know, so many different adjustments you make on it. And you really got to be careful. You just got the salt sensitivities, got all the sensitivities. The more stuff you add into it, and when you start restricting things, in my mind, you start restricting the good stuff too, because you just don't know where that stop is, you know. So I like to keep it wide open as much as I can, but that ends up being more interference. But there's a fine line in there where you want some, you want to cut out some things you can and listen to certain tones and all, but you got to be careful because you end up cutting out the good stuff. So sometimes I listen to more than I should probably, and I got to learn a little bit more about how, maybe even notching something out, but then you got to be careful, notch something out, you might notch something good out, so that's why I keep it open all the time, most of the time anyway, but I'm learning. Anyway, the point I was trying to make is there's a lot to all the detectors. You really got to learn your machine to really get efficient at it, and I'm still learning. The Deus is a good machine. It hasn't leaked on me, that's for sure. And that's one of the main things I got it for. And the relic mode in the field seemed to be working good for me. I used the Beach P with some modifications on the beach, but it's doing pretty good for me. So anyway, just let you know, you concentrate. If you get, that's why I like one machine for everything, because when you switch your machines back and forth, you almost, how do I cut this on? Anyway, I do anyway. Maybe y'all catch on fast, but I start pushing buttons and, oh man, that's the other machine. You know? So anyway, one machine, if you learn it really good, you know what it is, each machine has different sounds and different crackles, you know, when it's iron or bottle cap, you can kind of tell. After a while, you learn to tell, you know, those type of sounds. Anyway, got to learn the machine. I'm still learning the Deus too. All right, another good adventure I got coming up in a few weeks is a cruise. Unbelievable. We're going to be going down. I'm going to be metal detecting, hopefully at least 2 beaches, and we'll see how we do on those. But this is a brand new ship. It hadn't even started. It's coming over from Europe right now, I think it is. And it'll have 1 cruise before we get on it in December. And it will be the largest cruise ship Carnival has. The biggest one is at 182,000 tons. In comparison, the nuclear aircraft carrier, the USS Nimitz, is 106,000 tons, so it's almost twice as big as an aircraft carrier, tonnage-wise. You know what's carrying, unbelievable. But it's not the biggest one out there. I think Royal Caribbean has one that's 236,000 tons, over 2 times an aircraft carrier. Unbelievable how big these things are. It's like a vacation all in one when you go on. I love cruises. I know some people probably don't, but you go in and it's got entertainment, food. I mean, everything's right there in one place, and it takes you to different destinations too. So it's almost the most inexpensive way to go. Because if you had to fly between these places, or all the food you had to pay on the outside, oh my God, it would cost a fortune. Anyway, I'll have some really good videos, hopefully, from that ship. It'll be coming up, and it actually carries 5,282 passengers. That's a lot of people. But anyway, we'll hopefully get some good stuff on that one. I know it's got a lot of entertainment stuff on that boat. Never been on it, but it's got to have a lot of cool stuff. So anyway, we got some good videos coming up on that. We'll be getting out here. We got a lot of adventures coming up. You know, trying to get some new fields out. Definitely be hitting the beach again. A couple of my friends this week found gold rings. Me and John Boy did not. We tried. I think we got a couple junkers, but no gold, no silver this week. Anyway, we did last week, but not this week. I'm definitely be hitting up again. The tide right now is kind of in the middle of the night. You know, it's too early for me, so I'm waiting a few days for it to kind of cycle around a little bit before I get there, because I always like to go before a low tide and after a low tide, right after that little maybe 5-6 hour time frame. But we'll be getting back out doing that, and hanging in. We got a lot of cool adventures coming up. All right, man, don't forget to click like, comment down below. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are on cruising. I'm just curious. In my mind, it's one of the best vacations you can go on, but tell me down below what y'all think about that. Don't forget to share. Y'all appreciate y'all sharing and liking my videos. It does help me on my YouTube channel and all. And like I said, we got a lot of good adventures coming up, and I hope all y'all keep coming along with me. I appreciate it. All right, don't forget to click like, comment below, share, and subscribe to the Gigmaster. All right, we'll see you in the next adventure.